this moment right now?
Yep, go live, everything. I'll give you the sound.
America.com.
The program is being brought to you on the Voice America Variety Channel. For more information about our network and to check our additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericavariety.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Do you feel beautiful? Do you look beautiful? Does one really affect the other? Welcome to Beauty Inside and Out with host Bonnie Bonadeo. In our show, we'll help you uncover your true self and unleash beauty that you never knew existed in order to be at your best, both inside and out. Now, here is your host, Bonnie Bonadeo.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Beauty Inside and Out. All right. Now, I know we all know this. We all know that we should be eating cleaner, that we should be eating, much cleaner food, more organic food, more natural things, more fruits and vegetables. But we don't. Sometimes we still, are challenged by the amazing hamburger or a taco. For me, it is. But there are ways that we can look at being more organic and more natural. And I'm going to actually use the word clean. So I want you to think about it from that perspective. How clean are the things that you're putting in your body and on your body? And my guest today is Nikki Lowery, and she's with Organic Pure Care, which is part of the Hafezi Collection. And not only is she an amazing hairstylist, she has worked with some great hairstylists, and just to name a few, Ruiz, Jon Reyman, so she's worked under those. Plus, she's done some New York Fashion Weeks, been on TV, showcasing some of the talent that she has. So not only is she going to share with us natural, pure, organic, and clean is going to be our keyword for the day, but we're going to talk about a little bit about the hairdresser, the salon industry, and how to most effectively communicate those wants and needs that clients are demanding right now within their product lines and within their services that they're offering. So welcome, Nikki.
Thank you. What a great introduction. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here with y'all.
Yes, welcome to the show. These are one of my favorite shows here because we get to talk about the industry, we get to talk about some great products, we get to talk about what's new out there. And I know that when you do have a chance to share with us a little bit more about Organic Pure Care, it's not necessarily new, but it's kind of new to the U.S. market. So it's like we're doing a bit of an introduction to this particular territory as well, because this is a line out of Italy that you're going to be sharing some good stuff with us. And everybody stay tuned because we're going to have some giveaways before the show is over here. That Great. We are. So Nikki, before we begin, I always ask my guests to just share a little bit about themselves, not relative to the work they do or, the industry that they're in right now, but to be able to share with us a little bit about the background of you and then how you evolved to becoming into the beauty world.
So a little bit about myself. I have always loved hair. It's something that I always was drawn to and passionate about. But I did start off going to college and studying some hair and ultimately moving to North Carolina. And I got a job in a salon, modern salon and spa here. And it was really out of just moving to a new city, needing a job, had a friend that worked here. And needless to say, I've been with my company for almost 20 years, and I fell in love with it. This is something that I couldn't escape. So ultimately, you can't fight your fate, and here I am. And I'm lucky enough that my owner has started a distribution, which you said, Hafezi Collective. And one of our goals in the industry is to grow other businesses. So here we are, and we do that through mentoring and education and our beautiful product line, Organic Pure Care.
I had the opportunity yesterday to be able to have dinner and a glass of wine with our salon and Lowery as part of your team. So I felt like I got a good amount of information to be able to really connect with you and your company in regards to this show. And they had some wonderful things to say about you, Nikki. They as director of education for Organic Pure Care and the Modern Salon and Spa, because not only is this organization a conglomerate of products and really unique and amazing products. But
Right.
you're also, the part of the collection is salons, 5 salons that are in North Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you active behind the chair as well?
I am down to 1 day a week now. I do a very long day on Tuesdays, and it's important for me to stay connected and feed the artistry that I have. I love the art behind the chair and touching clients and connecting with guests. That's definitely my heart of hearts. The would be the education side. So I get to feel both of those genres in a whole week. So I'm pretty lucky.
Oh, I love that. You know, that was kind of it for me too. It's like I loved working on clients. I loved being behind the chair. I loved the beauty part of it. But I also loved the education part of it. And once I kind of like started educating and training, there was no going back. It was absolutely more of my passion to be able to teach other stylists. And then now here I have a radio show where I'm educating consumers, and it may not be from a technical aspect, but I can tell you that my guests bring some really great conversations to this show. And we peaked out at 50,000 listeners in the month of March. So it's growing, and thank you everybody for joining us today. And hey, we're Facebook Live as well. So we're on air at Voice America Network, Beauty Inside and Out Show.com, and then we're also on my Facebook Live page, Bonnie Bonadeo. So my guest, Nikki, is doing a great job of bringing to life some of your organization's talent. So not only are you the director of education, but you're out there educating yourself too, right?
I am, and I can't take the credit. We have a team of about 14 educators. We specialize in hair cutting, styling, product knowledge, you name it, extensions. We do pretty much everything. And I'm just somebody who kind of gets everyone together. I can take notes. I have a ton of people in the field that are just as passionate as I am, probably more passionate. And as you know, it takes a village. And I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by those people.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question. Were you one of those little girls that played with Barbie doll hair?
So, oddly enough, I didn't play with Barbies, but I did play with human hair. So I did a lot of grandmother's hair, a lot of my mother's hair, babysitter's hair, friends' hair. So yeah, I was always touching hair in some aspect for sure. And I remember I used to have to beg people to let me do their hair, and now I'm doing garage hair and work hair, so the tables have turned.
I think that's great. Yeah, I would be irritated when I got a Barbie doll and her hair was all jiggy jaggy on the bottom, Like if you put it back in a pony, it was fine. But if you wanted her hair to kind of, and you had the little rollers to put in it. So I always had to cut it and trim it. But I didn't at that time realize that there was any skill or talent or passion towards doing something like this. It was more probably of just an OCD thing that her hair's uneven. Why would you sell a product with uneven hair?
Yeah, true. I think all of us have a little bit of that OCD. My challenge with the Barbie is it wasn't real hair, so
yes.
I didn't want to do with that. I wanted to touch the real stuff. So
yes. Now you're a little younger than me, Nikki, and I'm just going to say a little, but I also grew up in a generation, and I'm sure some of my listeners might remember this too, was the Chrissy doll generation. Yeah. Where there was like hair stuck in her head and you could like hit a button and it like shrunk back in. And then she had kind of a short little 1960s bob, but then you could push the button and pull it out. And then you got this big, long, growing hair. And there was like 3 different versions. I don't remember the names of the other ones, but one of them was definitely Chrissy doll. It was fun. It was fun to be able to have hair and not have hair. And, it was that kind of that 60s, very mod type of look at that particular time. But me and my 2 sisters all had each one of the different dolls. I think it was a redhead, a blonde, and a brunette.
That's funny. The first doll I asked for was a redheaded Cabbage Patch, and her hair was made of yarn. So I specialize in textured hair. So go figure.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Yes, Raggedy Ann. Yep, one of those too. Listen, I know that you've done a lot of hair over the years. You've been in the industry since 1998. What is your absolute favorite part of doing hair?
I think one of my favorite parts, and even experience I had on Monday. I was teaching a texture class at one of our accounts, the Foundry in Texas. And I had a little girl that hates her hair. She has highly textured, coily hair, and only her mother had ever been cutting it. We literally transformed her. And the mother texted me last night and said, this is the first time she smiled in a really long time. So I think there's a lot to be said about the beauty industry, but I think how you view yourself and how you feel is so important to who you're going to become even. And even in that class, I had mentioned some things, maybe one day you should do this. By the end of it, she was like, you should go ahead and do it. I want to try it. So even in this chair, she was kind of growing to her confidence, and it was uplifting. And I think we have a lot of power in the sense of touching people and really connecting with people for that 45 minutes to an hour and being a listener. We're able to do that.
Do you have curly hair yourself?
I do have naturally curly hair. I do. It's straight today. I did just have my third child, so I'm also a mother. And I'm losing my hair right now. So sometimes the texture doesn't work out as well as this smooth look. So this is actually not my normal look every day. So I do have a lot of curls.
Yeah. I know many people go through that where they lose their hair, and along their hairline, it's it gets really fine, and you got like those baby hairs, during and after pregnancy and stuff like that. But your hair really does. I mean, listen, your body knows what to do when it's pregnant. It becomes abundant and you end up with tons of hair. So it's really just kind of releasing that overabundance of hair that your body goes through in order to grow a baby, right?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly
So
right.
then I'm curious here at this point then, in looking at organic pure care, let's talk a little bit about just kind of those words, because I know those words can be very deceiving to consumers. Organic, natural, clean, pure. And I want to kind of just educate our consumers a little bit about where you guys sit on that line of communicating those type of words.
And I think you're right. When you call a product organic pure care, that's a hefty name these days, and I think we live up to that standard. This was a vision and a passion of organic pure care is to bring the cleanest products to people. And it's always a fun part of our classes because everything's a chemical. Water is H2O. So making sure you understand what's in that bottle from the inside and out. And from the second that you touch products, just in the consistency of them. For instance, the shampoo can feel very watery. It's not something that's going to have a huge sud to it when you use it. We have to educate our guests simply just how to shampoo their hair, because you are using a very clean, pure product, and you're going to notice that from the second that you open a shampoo bottle. So I think the products speak for themselves, the way that they wear and the way they feel and the way that they wash out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And I think that we also need to understand too, that the way that technology is advancing so much, that before, when we tried to say things were natural or organic, they weren't refined enough to be able to be good for the hair.
Right.
So something that was purely natural or purely organic may not have been good for the hair. The molecules might have been too big. It might have been too harsh. It wasn't stabilized, like all those things. And I think technology today is refining that process to where you can have the maximum amount of goodness in something and still have it be healthy, still have it feel good, still have it perform.
Right. And one of the points that's good and bad here in North America, our standards for what's organic is kind of low. When it comes to products, when it comes to food, we can get away with a lot of bad things and still put the stamp of organic on it. These products are from Italy, and their standards that they have to meet to come across to North America or to even be produced in Italy are so high. So working with a company based out of Padova, Italy has been such a learning experience to really how bad our products can be here in North America. And oddly enough, even the other day, I was like, great, I'm drinking the wrong the wrong coffee creamer. There's a chemical in there that's bad for you. And so
Oh, no.
being involved in this company, you start to turn over all the labels and really dissect what they mean. And I'm happy to say that the accounts that we go to and the clients that we deal with, they really do their homework. And I'm so glad that we can answer to that, because the standards of this company are really high. And so I feel very proud about that.
Yeah, it's true. We have lower standards here in America, and I know that this line is from Italy, so it's following European standards, which are much higher than we have, and for whatever reason that is. So as a consumer, we have to be far more diligent in what we're consuming. And sometimes that consumption is, we're talking topical too. You know, what are we placing on us topically? What are we consuming internally? And we should know the difference between those things. And I think that I think clients, I mean, I notice that when I shop at places like Whole Foods and Sprouts, I notice clients, they're always in that beauty section. They're always in that section where, you know, there's vitamins and you know, different supplements, because they're feeling like if they're shopping in there, then they're a healthier client, and they're buying a lot of more organic or natural type products from those type of places. So this is a line that consumers can buy direct, but it's also a line for salons to be able to carry to provide to their consumers.
Absolutely. And it's also a line that you're not going to just find anywhere. It's only with people that we partner with. You're not going to find it on the internet. Not just anyone can get their hands on it. So it is very special. It's very exclusive, and that's because it is treated as such. So it's a very unique product.
Yeah, it's good. So tell us a little bit more then about your role as the director of education. So not only are you educating them on technical skills, but you're also having to share with them some of the product skills. And although we're going to talk about in the next segment here, organic pure care, you guys have a cosmetic line that I hear is amazing, as well as some tools and everything. So
We do.
share with us a little bit about kind of this whole Hafezi collection, so we have an idea of really who you are, and then we'll dive into the organic pure care in our next segment.
Okay. As you hit on, we do have a few products that we carry, but we carry Crippa makeup, which is also out of Italy, and that is natural performing makeup. And we say that because it's natural makeup that actually performs, and that's got a beautiful story behind it, as well as the tools that we create that are based out of Italy. And that's something that we're passionate about. Like, these are the tools that we use, and we want our consumer to be able to do that as well. What I'm very passionate about is the mentoring aspect and the education. In our industry, a lot of hairstylists or hairdressers will go, I do great hair, let me start a business. And they don't necessarily have a plan. And so we've been in business for about 27 years. So we've made some mistakes and we've had some successes, and it's the fun part of sharing that. We like to help people grow. And so we've got systems that really work, and we can adapt those to any size salon. And that's one of the things that we do really well and that we like to give to people.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's really good stuff. So the Hafezi Collective is kind of the main company that provides all of these different products. And I know that the Lowery and our salon were talking about the Crippa makeup and how beautiful this makeup was. And I think about it, it's an Italian-based brand like Organic Pure Care is. And there's nothing more beautiful than, I think, the naturalness of Italian people. They eat good, they eat clean, even though they drink a lot of wine, but they eat very clean, they look very clean, they don't overdo anything. They're not out getting a bunch of plastic surgery and blowing up their lips or their breasts. They have a very natural approach to life. And so, of course, that goes alongside of the type of products they develop and the type of makeup that they develop. And I think there's a lot to be said about following some of the opportunities that our Italian friends bring out.
I totally agree. I think when you're in Italy and you're immersed with these two companies, you see that exactly what you said. They eat clean. Even the wine is cleaner.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think in our country, especially in the makeup world, we can get so stuck on looking completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not really what it's about. It's about bringing your inner beauty to the surface in a natural, clean way. And this makeup really, really does that.
Oh, perfect. Good. So we'll make sure that we do some posts on that as well so people know this particular brand, Kripa. All right, we're going to take a break. Nikki, stay with us.
Okay.
And we're kind of on and off of Facebook Live here. So I'm gonna take that down and reload it and see if we can't get back onto Facebook Live. But for now, we're going to take a break on air on the radio, and we'll be back in just a minute. And stay with us, you guys, because we're going to do some giveaways of organic pure care packages. We'll be right back.
All there.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm going to try and do this Facebook thing again.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, I'm going to be calling my Comcast people and screaming at them again.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're in Atlanta and you have Comcast. Yeah, they're ooh, yeah.
Share on my timeline. Next. I mean, it says that I was live the whole time, but I don't see it anywhere.
What page did you have it on?
I have it on Bonnie Bonadeo.
It didn't look like it.
Mm-mm. No, it was at first. I saw us at first. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're gone. All right, let me title this.
I don't see you anywhere.
I just shut it. I shut it down.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the new one because you just launched a new one and I don't see it anywhere.
Oh, I haven't hit go live yet, but even though it says we're live, hi everybody. If you're watching us on my Facebook page, Bonnie Bonadeo, we're just getting ready to come back from our first break, and we've got some free giveaways. I love giving away stuff.
Me too.
All right, let's see if now it says we're live. We're live on Facebook. So this is my guest, Nikki, but we're coming back on air in just a few seconds, so stay with us.
You are listening to Beauty Inside and Out with Bonnie Bonadeo. If you have a question or comment about our show, please send an email to Bonnie at bonniebonadeo.com. That's Bonnie at bonniebonadeo.com. Now back to Beauty Inside and Out.
Welcome back, everybody. I am your host, Bonnie Bonadeo, Beauty Inside and Out. We're talking about natural, pure, organic, and clean is the word of the day. And my guest, Nikki Lowery, is the Director of Education for Hafezi Collective, Organic Pure Care, which is where we're going to go in this segment here, and Modern Salon and Spa, which is a group of salons in Charlotte, North Carolina. So you got a big title.
I do have a big title. I'm lucky, but I've been grown from the ground up. I started at the front desk, and here I am. So.
You know what? I love hearing stories like that because I think that really that shows that level of commitment, that passionate side, that makes a lot of sense for people to kind of like grow and build within an organization. And I really enjoyed the opportunity to be able to meet some of the people on your team over the last month at some events, and then obviously last night when we had a chance to do dinner. And it was very interesting stories, very interesting opportunities. And I like the idea of more things natural and clean. And listen, I'm going to still go out and do Taco Tuesday. There's no question about that. And I'm still going to, I'm still going to use certain makeups that might be cheaper and not as, pure and organic and natural and clean because they work. Right. And we know all of that. We know as consumers, we're going to do all of that. But I am a much more diligent consumer to be able to really look at what is this? How is it going to affect me? So I'm going to give you a story real quick, Nikki, and then I want you to kind of tap into telling us a little bit about how Organic Pure Care started. And it's an Italian line, so I love that too. But I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, and I recently moved to Atlanta, Georgia. And there was the house that we bought that we're living in right now had this whole area section kind of already carved out for a garden. And I'm thinking, I can't grow anything in Phoenix, Arizona. I mean, you can, but you really, 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 really have to be like on top of it. And I travel too much and I'm away. So it wasn't really an option for me, but I was so excited to be able to plant stuff. And so we planted some tomatoes and some cilantro, everything for my tacos, right? And green peppers and red peppers and jalapenos and chives and all of this stuff. And of course, the bugs showed up. And so I'm thinking, oh, crap, bugs. I don't want bugs. They were like starting to eat away at not only the plant, but the vegetables that we were growing. And so, the answer was, and I'm going to mention it here on here. And so please, any of my listeners, if you have better suggestions for me, I've been doing some research on it, is, we went to the local hardware store and we bought this product called 7. And I'm thinking, okay, that's going to get rid of the bugs. And it's like poison. It's pure poison. And it's got all these instructions and it's got the little skull on it and everything. And I'm thinking, we're not putting that on my vegetables. Like, we are an organic garden and I know nothing about gardening at this point to be able to make it organic. So I started doing some research on it, but I'm thinking, this is how we live. We're putting chemicals to kill certain things on vegetables that we're eating the entire vegetable. Absolutely. Like, I'm eating the entire tomato and jalapeno and green pepper and stuff like that. And it really got me thinking, what else am I doing that I'm not paying attention to? Right. It's going in my body. So fill us in, because I'm excited to talk about organic pure care and how this line started and how it evolved and what makes it really special.
It's funny that you have that story, because it kind of reminds me of the saying of Maya Angelou: once you know better, you do better. And once you're aware of the things that are out there that are harming us, you have to do something about it. And I think you're right in the fact of, you can't be 100%, but 80-20, 70-30, I think is a good way to go. When it comes to organic pure care, oddly enough, this is kind of organic. Andrea Kenyon is our founder, and he created this company in 2011. And he was born to the beauty industry. His grandfather had a salon that he started in the 1950s. And I believe he closed the salon maybe around the 70s, 80s. And his father, his uncle, both worked in the industry. One was a technician, one was more on the business side. And that was about the time that people were really realizing the products that they were using and the chemicals that they were not just using, but inhaling. It was going in through the bloodstream, touching your hands, and it making a difference, and being passionate about that, especially being in Italy, and wanting to have a product that was not only good for the guest, but for the stylists that are using it day in and day out, guest after guest. So, and that was kind of the birth. Like, when you start to study the ingredients in our products, we have them at our fingertips, and we should use it. If aloe is going to heal, why not use it? So that was kind of the birth, and it's the Maya Angelou: once you know better, you do better. And that was kind of his passion, and his goal was to create a better product, especially being that his family was immersed in our industry. So, and I think he's done a beautiful job of that.
Yeah, I love the way you just shared that, though, because sometimes we don't think about the dangers of our occupation.
Absolutely.
That we're using chemicals all day long, and there's got to be some reprieve to what we're doing and how we're doing it in order to maintain a lifestyle and a career and stay healthy. And that's not the case with some of the ingredients and some of the work that a hairstylist has to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think if I'm not eating it, it can't hurt me, but that's just so not true. And your skin is your biggest organ. So what you're putting on it, from your skincare regimens to your lotions to your hair products, is going to matter. And if you look in a woman's bathroom, she's got 100 products in there. So you want to make sure you're using the right thing. And my children have never used baby products. They've always used adult products. So what you're using, even on your little ones, to yourself, it matters.
It does. And I think that there's this illusion that, no more tears or baby shampoos and everything are supposed to be gentle, but they're chemically enhanced in order to do that. So they're not a more natural option in a lot of cases.
Absolutely not. My children have always used organic pure care. I've been blessed with children with heads of hair, so Johnson & Johnson was not an option for me. But I also have children too with eczema, so a lot of the products could not touch their skin. And avocado oil is a treatment that we use for the hair and skin, and something that they've always had in their life. So, you know, when you shampoo a baby's hair and it runs over their skin and it inflames it, probably not using the right product. So I don't have that challenge with these products, and I don't worry about it. So.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the actual line then. I mean, because it sounds like there's shampoos, conditioners, and styling products, but what all is the line encompass?
The birth of the line really comes from what we call our wellness line. And so within those wellness line, it started with treatments. We have our energizing treatment, which is a treatment that helps grow hair, and it totally works. This is something I used with my first child when I lost all my hair at that time. And so this will help naturally bring back the growth of your hair. We have our volumizing treatment. This is a treatment that was based out of for people who create too much sebum. So that's the guest that washes her hair every day, has really oily skin. You have your hydrating treatment, which helps moisturize dry hair, and then your nourishing treatment. So people who might have skin ailments, the eczema, the psoriasis, any type of abnormalities. And we team those up with our bilberry detoxifying lotion. So we cleanse the scalp really well. We start with the treatments, and then we can finish the ends of the hair with avocado treatment. And we have shampoos that match each of those treatment systems. And this is kind of the birth of the product line. Once you come out of our wellness line, we have a few specialty lines. We have our BEaUty line, which is our argan oil line. We have what we're going to be giving away today, which is our Silk Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner with our Silk Potion Cream, one of my favorite products. And our Silk line is something that we wash our color out with. This has the aloe inside of it. It's a very healing shampoo, a shampoo and conditioner that everyone can use. It's not too heavy. It's not too soft. We have our Sun Care Protection line, which we're in sun care land, so this is the time to get it. And one of my favorites, which is our Inca line. And this is a line where it's our kind of like our protein line. You will, when you have an Inca treatment, it is an immediate result treatment. You will walk away with beautiful silky hair. It kind of is like a protein and moisture in one. So
strengthening the hair and making it stronger, or softening?
It's strengthening hair in the sense of, you know, if you color your hair or you're out in the sun, you're slowly damaging the hair and the cuticles. So it helps fill in those holes of the cuticle as well as feeding it moisture. The Inca oil is a very healing oil.
Perfect. And then I liked the way that you were talking about the treatments and, you know, aloe and all of these things. We know to do that. We get sunburnt, we put aloe on. Because it's soothing and healing. So, you know, if there's a way to be able to extract that and turn it into a product that's going to be healthy, then I think that makes a difference too. And I think the other thing that you said, Nikki, that was really interesting was that the scalp is kind of the foundation of healthiness, not the hair. Once the hair is out, yes, you can manage it and try to do the best you can with keeping it, you know, strong and shiny and healthy looking. But if you're taking care of the scalp, then you're taking care of the hair.
Well, you know, oddly enough, when we teach our product knowledge classes, that's where we start. Because a lot of stylists can put a guest in a chair and they look at the hair and they make assumptions. But really, it's about what you're growing the hair out of, this skin, scalp. That's really telling us what's going on inside someone's body, if they're healthy, if they're having challenges, what the hormones are doing inside of the body, if they're oily, if they're not oily enough, if they do have the psoriasis or the eczema, which, you know, tons of people have now, oddly enough.
Why? Why is that? Why do you think that is? Because I'm one of those people that, oddly enough, is now having serious irritations on my scalp and, you know, certain parts of my body that I've never had before.
I am too. After the birth of my first child, I got psoriasis. And I have it in my head, my hands, my elbows, and my feet. And when I was speaking to the doctor, he said, you know, everybody has this inside of them and trauma brings it out. Have you had a trauma? And I was like, well, I don't think I had anything traumatic happen. I mean, I had a baby, but, You know, and the body
trauma.
responds to certain things so differently. And I think when you think about the food, the hormones, the chemicals, who knows what's happening inside of our body? And I'm starting to really think that this is part of that cause. And so you can't just look at the hair. You've got to look at the skin. And I couldn't even have color on my head in certain spots because the psoriasis would be so bad. Since moving to organic pure care, I've never had that challenge. And that's complete and total honesty. Like, it has healed my head for me. So I believe in it. From heart to head, I believe that.
That is so interesting. I think that you really have said, something powerful there, that what we're eating is different, how we're eating foods, the chemicals that are being produced in foods, the GMOs of foods, all of that stuff is creating an imbalance in us. And so, where I've always had a very healthy scalp and healthy skin, now all of a sudden it's not the case.
Right.
And I was the same way. I couldn't put color on my hair for months because my scalp was so irritated. And, it finally started to heal up a little bit. And I thought, I got to go back to, my natural blonde, right?
Yeah.
My natural blonde.
They'll even have a certain type of alopecia where they'll just have holes of missing.
I have that too.
I've had guests that I've said, hey, this spot on your head, that's never been there before. And I've had 2 clients with skin cancer that I called. So, I think we have a huge responsibility in how we're treating our guests, how we're talking to our guests, what we're looking for, and what we're using. So I know that I help with that, and I feel that helps me sleep at night.
Yeah, perfect. Well, listen, we're gonna be taking a break here in another couple of minutes, but I understand that based on what you said, is the wellness line is called Organic Pure Care. Are these other lines that you were referencing, like the BEaUty line, the Silk line, the Inca line, are they still under Organic Pure Care, or are they separate lines?
They are all under the Organic Pure Care line.
Okay. All right. So then the giveaways that we're going to do is a shampoo, conditioner, and what else?
It is. It's a shampoo, conditioner. This is out of our Silk line.
Ooh, there it is. She's showing pictures.
Very awesome. And then also we're teaming up with our Silk Potion Cream. This is what we call a prep product. This is something that you put in the hair wet. Anyone can use it. I think we're going to talk about my favorite product later, but I use the Silk Potion with my favorite product. We use it in the salon. We prep the hair before we cut it. We'll put a dime size amount in the hair and use it. But I wanted to have a product that anybody that called in could use. Textured hair, coily hair, straight hair, fine hair. Anybody can use this system. So that's why we chose it, and of its healing properties. So I think anybody will love it.
That makes a lot of sense. So there's all of these hair care products in there, kind of suited to different textures of hair. But then the Organic Pure Care also has a color line.
We do. We have our
a professional color line that's being sold into salons that is being used on clients when they get a color service done in the salon. So tell us a little bit about that, because maybe some of these clients, consumers, and my listeners, maybe they need to start asking for this if they have irritation on their scalp like we've both experienced.
Absolutely. We have, and it's funny that you say that, we have 2 different color lines. We have our Pure Care color line, which is our permanent hair color line that has 7 essential oils in it. So it's very soothing to the scalp. But if you're that guest that's ultra sensitive, and those people are out there, I'm one of those people as well, we have what we call our Colorganic line. This is an ammonia-free line. We can create a semi-permanent gloss all the way to a high-lift blonde with this line, and it has 9 different essential oils in it.
Wow.
Very soothing to the scalp. It almost feels like a conditioning treatment while you have it on. And so this, for me, 80% of my guests use this. I don't just use this on my ultra-sensitive guests. I use it on pretty much everyone. 100% gray hair clients I use it on, so I know that if hairstylists are listening, they're going to hear ammonia-free and be like, no way, yes. So this is an amazing color line. I love it.
Yeah, somebody was referencing this line to me when I was telling them that I had an irritated scalp, but I didn't realize that it was under the Hafezi Collective of everything else you guys have. So I learned a lot over the last month, and I'm thinking these are the reason why we're here today is because I need to be using these products.
That's it. That's absolutely right. We'll have to
going to answer all of my questions and solve all of my problems here, because I'm crazed by the fact that certain products are really now becoming very irritating on my scalp, my skin. And, you know, and I'm pretty diligent about my diet, but I do go through stages where I'm not paying attention and then I'm really paying attention. And I know that that makes a big difference as well about, based on the results that I have. So we're going to take another break here. And when we come back in this next segment, I want to talk about some of your favorite products in the line, and what clients are saying about them. And then, of course, you're going to share with us how to be able to find these products. So if you're a listener on the show or you're on Facebook Live with us, you know, whether you're a stylist or a consumer, Nikki's going to share with us how to be able to get access to this product line or get an introduction to it. And then we're going to do some giveaways. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you. All right. Hi, everybody on Facebook. You know, it might just be on my end because I'm seriously internet challenged by my service the last week, and they keep fixing it, but it's not as good as it was. So might be needing to change companies here. So I can't see what's happening on Facebook Live, but we are going to do a promotion for you on Facebook Live as well as to our listeners on the radio show. When we come back on the air. So stay with us. And then we have a code word we're going to use. And with that code word, the first 3 people that do that code word and type it in are going to get a free bundle of some of the products that Nikki's going to share with us a little bit about. So Nikki, how old is your child now?
So I have an almost 7-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-old.
Oh yeah, you've been busy.
I've been busy.
Yes. And I'm sure each and every time it's a very different experience, isn't it?
You have no idea. The older you get, pregnancy is so much more fun.
I said, I stopped at 1, you know, because I had the angel. He's 19 years old now. So he's a 19-year-old angel. Wow. But I wasn't blessed to have any more at that point. So I just feel very blessed to have the one, but they are always a joy. And I love the idea that, you know, that you're saying these are the products that you're using on your children. So it says a lot when you're saying these are the products I'm using on my kids.
Yeah. And then, you know, with the skin allergies that they do have, you know, it's funny. I just don't remember even kids having so many ailments. Mm-mm. And I mean, even to the lotion that we can use, I've had some, you know, really bad moments with their skin, and especially the eczema, because I didn't have experience with eczema before, and asthma and all of these things. So, you know, you start to do your research. It's really important.
Yeah, it is really important.
When I grew up, I mean, we didn't drink water. We drank Sundrop every single meal. So we weren't taught these special things to have
Get ready to come back.
Thank you.
Here we go.
You are listening to Beauty Inside and Out with Bonnie Bonadeo. If you have a question or comment about our show, please send an email to bonnie@bonniebonadeo.com. That's bonnie@bonniebonadeo.com. Now back to Beauty Inside and Out.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Listen, if you want to be a guest on the show, you have a product line like Organic Pure Care and you're interested in sharing a little bit more about it. I call these episodes not just radio shows or Facebook Live. I call them advertorials. So you have an opportunity to be able to provide education and advertising on this radio show. And we have some great sponsorship advertising opportunities to be able to make this a package that will take you and your product line to the next level. So maybe you have a service that you'd like to be able to offer as well. So if you're interested in being a guest on the show, click on my new website, bonniebonadeo.com. You're going to do a /radio-host, or just go to bonniebonadeo.com and you'll see the tab there to check out all the opportunities that you can be a guest, participate in some advertising and sponsorship. And listen, this is the thing right now. Podcasts are hot. And I know that I'm engaging with clients all over the world. So if you're looking to expand your brand, this is the place to be. So I'm excited to hear from you and have you be a future guest like Nikki is right now. So Nikki, you, the Director of Education for Organic Pure Hair Care, Modern Salons in Charlotte, North Carolina. You have been a lover of the industry since you stepped into it. And I know that you have a very big role that you're doing, but what's like one of the most important things from this conversation of organic pure care that you want the consumers and the listeners to know about this line?
I think one of the biggest things is our passion to educate consumers. I think when you come and visit us or any of our accounts or our stylists that we work with, our goal is to make you beautiful, but to also do it in a very natural, organic way. We're passionate about helping people. We're passionate about supporting their overall organic growth. And I think I just feel so honored to have the ability that I have to touch people and to have such a special team that does that. I love my educators. I love our accounts, our salespeople. We're a family here at Hafezi Collective as well as Organic Pure Care, and I think each and every one of them carry out our passion every day. We're in it to help people.
I love that, and I think that's got to be the mission behind something where you're very focused on organic, you're very focused on natural or clean, and it's time that as consumers we all start paying more attention to this. So tell me, I want to hear some of your favorite products and some of the comments and that your clients say in regards to some of these products as well. Like, because there's tons of products out there, right? We know this.
Yeah, of course.
And we know that, listen, I can click a button right now on Amazon.com and have something delivered to me within hours of that. But I'm very selective in regards to the type of things that I'm now having to use. So I'm also very in tune with what other people say about things versus what companies say about things. So I want to hear both. I want to hear what you have to say about your favorite products and what others say.
So my favorite hair care product from Organic Pure Care that I use every day and cannot live without is the Orange Oak Curl Booster. So this is a clear gel that we use. And obviously, if you saw me in my natural state, that wouldn't be a surprising comment that gel is my favorite. But it's a product that I use on almost everyone in the salon. And one of the reasons why, if you have a straight, fine hair and you're sitting in my chair and I go and pull a gel out, you're going to be like, what are you doing? But this is a product that gives weightless body. It also, I have guests that don't want to wash their hair every day. So I love when somebody goes, what are you doing? And then it works. I like to wow people in the chair and surprise them. So this is my go-to product. I use it on almost everyone. I sell it like so easily because it's a product that works and it's great. I think one of our biggest products or sellers is the one that we're giving away today, the Silk Potion Cream. People love it, can't live without it. And my other favorite secret product is the Inca Restructuring Sealing Spray. And what's unique about this one is it is a 3-in-1. So you can use it as a conditioning treatment. You can spray it on your hair before you blow dry, and then you can spray it on dry hair to flat iron or curl with. So being able to use a product as a conditioning treatment as well as a protector I don't know another product that can do that. So that is a product that I love and have everywhere. And I like something that, our products are not cheap. And so when you buy a product and you have multiple uses and it has healing properties, you have value there. So the products do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, perfect. And then what about some of your clients? They're big fans because of what?
Well, hopefully because of me.
Yes, number one, because of you.
But I believe that because they trust me. And, we were with a different brand for many, many years. So in our town, we are one of the, the top salon here in Charlotte. And when we switched, that was a big deal. And it meant that we knew what we were doing. And I think the first and foremost is they looked to me to say, are we sure? And so, and because we are professional at what we do, I think that was the first step. But I think the other part is they see the difference. They feel the difference. I will often say, if you sit in my chair, I will give you some of the product to take home. I'm not here to sell it. I want you to try it, love it, and then come back and get it. Even the other Tuesday, I said to someone, go home, use all your shampoos, see if there's a difference, because I know that there will be. And so for my guests, I like to prove it to them first. I give out a lot of samples. I want people to try it, love it, come back and get it. I think that's the most important part.
Yeah. So this is a product line that stylists can check into, so they can contact you guys to be able to get some opportunities to try it, have somebody come out and share the line with them, provide some education as well.
Oh, absolutely. You can contact us through our website, hafezicollective.com. And any inquiries that we get, we will ship product to you. We'll let you try it. We are in 5 different states. We're in Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. We have a salon locator on our website, so you can walk into any salon, try it. But I think the easiest way is to go onto our website and go to our education page, and one of my team members will get back to you and make sure you get to experience it.
Perfect. Now, what about for the consumers? Because I know that, my radio show is in like 28 different countries, and this is a line out of Italy, and it's been around in Europe for a while. So this is probably a line that's got some, that's already got some static
It
in
does.
Europe.
It was founded in 2011, and in Europe, they are really big. We are the only distributor in North America, and so our goal is to grow here. We want to take over the Eastern Seaboard, and we will. But right now, Europe is probably bigger than us. So if you're in a different country, there's definitely salons in your country that you can go and visit, and you can find that on the Organic Pure Care website, as well as an app. They have an app that you can download, which is Organic Pure Care. And you can ask them where your closest salon is, and they'll get to you within 24 hours. So
wow, that's great. Yeah, because I know if it's an Italian line that they've got some opportunities to be able to share that in other parts of the world. But you guys here are the main master distributor for Organic Pure Care, so we want to be able to get some samples going for some people here and have them try it out. So for our listeners on the radio, this is how you can get, and these are full-size products. You're doing a giveaway, right?
yeah, full size.
We got full-size products here. So for my listeners on Beauty Inside and Out Radio, because you could be connecting with me from all over the world, we have 3 product giveaways that we're going to do, and here's how we're going to do that. So if you go onto my Facebook page, Beauty Inside and Out Radio, so it's a Facebook group, so you'll have to get approved to become part of the group. But if you go to Beauty Inside and Out Radio and you want to be part of this group, the next 3 people that do that, I'm going to make sure that you guys are the winners. And what I'll do is I'll direct message you back and get your contact information so that Nikki and her team can send you the product giveaways here.
Yes, very exciting.
Now for Facebook listeners, we can be active right now on Facebook. So if you are a Facebook listener and you're on with us right now, if you put in, I am a natural beauty, type in, I am a natural beauty, 3 people, the first 3 people that do that, we're going to be giving you away this product as well. And Nikki and her team are going to reach out to you so that you can get these shipped to you, sent to you wherever you're at.
That's so fun.
Yeah. So this will be fun. So I'm assuming that most of these people, that probably the Facebook people, are from North America here that we're doing. So put in there, I am a natural beauty. Type it in to the Facebook Live where we're at right now, and you will be one of the winners of our product line.
Yay, go.
So Nikki, tell us, hey, A-Rod, our engineer here, he's like, I'm a natural beauty. He's looking for some free product here. Well, we'll have to just figure out.
We'll have to hook him up for sure.
Yeah, we're just going to hook you up, A-Rod, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, here we go. Woo! We got Destiny Cox, Christian James. We got 2 of our winners right here. Yay! Who else? Yeah, thanks you guys for joining us today. They are natural beauties. So we've got these 3 products that Nikki and her team are going to be sending you. And then I know because a lot of my listeners listen on demand, it might be a little bit of a delayed time before we reach out to them and connect back to be able to get their free product, but we'll for sure let you know. I like this. I like the concept of Organic Pure Care. Now I know that there's other natural lines out there or other, what do we call them? I don't even know that we should call them natural line, but I think that they kind of are under the impression of being more natural than not. But I can tell you, this seems like one of the new ones that I think is going to grow and be really big for you guys.
I hope so. This is definitely the real deal, and it's our baby, so we're excited about it, and we're excited to bring it to everyone.
Yeah, and I like the idea that it's got a color line too. So for those of you that are clients and consumers that are going into salons, if you have had a bad experience with hair color and it is irritating to you, this might be the line to try as well. That is going to support you in having the most luxurious locks, or as we said in one of our previous shows, a crowning glory. Our crowning glory that we wear every day is vital.
Right. That's
vital
right.
to be able to look good with there. So Nikki, tell us again how they can source this information. What's the website that they want to go to be able to contact you and find out more about this line?
So it's our distributor's name. It's Hafezi, Hafezi Collective, COLLECTIVE.com. That's Hafezi Collective, based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And you can always type in our salon names, Modern Salon Spa, and they can get you the information to us, and we're connected. We're two families that are connected at the hip. So either way, we will find you.
Perfect. So Hafezi is Hafezi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. HafeziCollective.com. And I'm gonna definitely share with you guys. Try it out. Give it a try. This is, again, one of those lines that's not being sold everywhere. It's up and coming. So you have an opportunity to really create a very unique experience. And for all my clients and the clients and listeners out there that are beauty consumers, this might be the one that you want to try to be able to have that crowning glory that you are. So all is good. Thanks for joining us, Nikki.
Thanks for having us, Bonnie. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. So I'll let you know who those winners are, but congratulations, everybody, to the winners at this point. You know, we're going to stay on this natural conversation as we go into our show next week. So we actually have Anita, and she is an acupuncturist, and she's going to talk with us about Chinese medicine and the effects of that. And again, this is a 3,000 or more year old philosophy and opportunity to understand how to be able to be as healthy as we can without meds, without putting stuff in our system that doesn't make us better. It just kind of masks sometimes what's happening here. And she's going to tell us a little bit more about acupuncture and all of the great results and benefits of acupuncture. So we're excited for that as well. And as always, everybody, thank you for joining me here on Beauty Inside and Out radio show, and be you in beauty.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
All clear.
Thank you. Bye, everybody on Facebook Live. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye, Nikki.
Bye, Bonnie.